There are 5 types of banners, a lot of different types of milliards and currency you can use. So let's talk a little bit about the gacha system on Trickcal Chibi Go. As usual, before we start, hello there, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, Trickcal Chibi Go gacha system. And all the different types of banners, what you can expect from each one, where do you get the currency, what type of milliards, and where do you use that milliards, and all that great stuff we love about gacha games. So leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and let's jump directly into this. As usual, if you prefer to read instead of watching the video, you have everything on the website already, both on my website waifus.com and also at pride1gg. They are already publishing a lot of guides as well. So let's start with the obvious one, rates for this game. All right, the rates for Trickcal Chibi Go are going to be a 3%, which is still pretty good, right? At least for a 3-star character, it's pretty good. If we come here, 3% for the 3-star characters. When it comes to the pilgrims, however, or the Eldains, the highest rarity characters, this girl right here, this girl right here, and this girl right here, all of them are Eldains. They are lower rarity. I still don't know if it's a 0.6 or a 0.3, because I am, like, again, almost for sure that they recently buffed those rates on Korea. I don't know what global will get. So hopefully it's a 0.6. If it's 0.3, it's going to be a little bit harsher, but we have a lot less units, so it should be fine. That's it about the rates. There is 5 different types of banners. So I guess we can start with the obvious one, the 3-ship banner, okay? There is no PT, there is no guaranteed, no nothing, same rate, 3%, and there is no special milliards either in here. Obviously, you get this by sending friend points to your friends and receiving them every day. Nothing else. Pretty simple stuff, right? That is for the 3-ship banner. I think that's like the obvious one we can remove out of the way already, since there is no PT in there. Now, let's move into the rate up banners, because those have different types of currency and different types of milliards as well. The rate up banners, there's always multiple rate ups, or most of the time in Korea, there is multiple rate ups. Right now, since it's the 2nd anniversary, there is 2 characters, which is Puros and Tig Hero, and now they're doing a rerun for Bella. All of these characters are pilgrims. You use normal currency, which are your tickets on top right, or this leaf, which is the premium currency, your gems, your opals, whatever you want to call them, depends on the game, right? Something important to note on any banner in this game is that there is no pity. It's like Nike. You can't do 1,000 pulls and not get the rate up character ever, okay? There is no 50-50, there is nothing. You either get the character or you get fucked. I've done 271 pulls on this character and I haven't gotten a single copy yet outside of the one I ticketed. They have the same system as Nick as well, where every time you pull, you're gonna be getting milliage. So every time you do a single pull, there is 2 things you are getting. You are getting 1 heart, as you can see, 1 per pull, and you're getting certificates. And these certificates are a different type of milliage. When it comes to the hearts, right, you can exchange these hearts for the characters directly. Now, pilgrims, the Eldains, the highest rarity characters, are 300. And it will give you either the character if you don't have it, or 20 shards if you have the character. You need 75 shards to max out the character from 3-star to 5 stars. A lot, right? And you need another 100 shards if you want to max out a treasure for a character. So if I get to 5 stars and I unlock this item right here that Renewa has, I need another 100 shards in order to take it to 3 stars, like for example this one right here. So in terms of dupes, long term is important, but like I said every single time, guys, the game is quite generous. I have to ticket every other banner. I'm ticketing someone. I ticketed this girl and I already almost have another 300 pulls in here ready to ticket her. So that's basically the normal milliards, the hard milliards. Every pull you do on the rate up characters, you're gonna be getting 1 heart. 200 hearts can be exchanged for a normal character, 300 for a pilgrim, light and dark, Eldain, whatever you want to call them, right? The other milliards, those certificates that you are getting, can be used on the standard shop right here. You will be getting those certificates mostly for 2-stars and 3-star characters. When you have them maxed out, you will be getting, instead of shards, these apostle certificates. Now, you can exchange for Eldains, but it's limited to 10 shards per month. So this will be 400 per month for a character you like, which means in 2 months you could be getting a pilgrim of your choice. Every other month, basically, you can get a copy of a pilgrim if you don't have them. Which is important to mention, you can get the shards for a character you don't have and unlock the character. You can buy 20 shards for a unit you like and just directly get that character. So for Eldains, it's a little bit more expensive and it's limited, but for normal characters, it's 15 per shard, no limit. I can just come here and buy 83 shards. So this is really good because this means you will be able to max out your favorite characters. Long term, all your favorite characters will be 5 stars with their treasures. Global doesn't have this treasure system yet, so don't worry too much, but it's something to consider later on. I would save this currency for the characters you really like, either meta or waifu, but I will save this currency for those characters, since it's obviously gonna be tied to how often you pull and how much you are pulling, right? Are you free to play? Are you a spender? How often are you wasting your gems and being a gambling addict? It depends on that. So that's the first thing. Korea recently also introduced a system that allows you to exchange shards of other characters you have maxed out for this. So I can change 3 opal shards for 9 certificates because I have her. Same for the 2-star characters. If you have a character maxed out, every 4 shards will give you 1. So that's pretty cool because the excess that you are getting, it still goes to use and you can get more certificates. Hopefully I'm properly explaining things and you guys are still following because there is 4 more banners to go or 3 more banners to go. So those are the first 2 types of PTs that you can get, the hearts and the certificates. Sometimes in Korea, they also have elemental banners. These banners allow you to pick any personality you like because let's say there are a lot of characters from the Madness personality, this red one that you like, and then you can just pick this personality, select here, and only get Madness personality type units in here. The good thing about these banners is that, first of all, it's not hearts. You are getting personality hearts, 1 for each pull that you are doing. The same thing, I have 50. But the good thing about these banners is that if you want to ticket a normal character, instead of being 200, it's 100. So it's half the price to PT 1 unit in this banner. So if one of these banners rolls out and you are missing 1 character you really want, or you're missing some shards for a specific unit to max out to 5 stars, this is really good to exchange. The pilgrims are still 300, okay? Those light and dark units are still 300 to exchange, but the normal ones are 100, which is really good. I've used these banners a lot just to fill my Pokédex and get all the girls. The other good thing about this banner is that you're still getting certificates and that these hearts will be converted into normal hearts when the banner ends, which is really nice. So if I do a multi right here and we can skip it, right? We can just skip. As you can see, we're getting 10 hearts and we're getting certificates only, obviously, for the 2 stars and 3 stars. The 1 stars give these common certificates that have barely any usage nowadays. So that is the rate up banner, that is the friendship banner, that is the elemental banners. There is still 2 more banners to go. The first one is going to be the card banner. And I know what you're thinking, Sefhi, I don't like card banners. What's going on here? I don't like weapon banners, Sefhi. Why are you selling me this? I don't like them either. I've never put on this banner unless they give me free currency. Every event will give you a multi. Sometimes they give you multis for free. And on the shops, there is a few shops where you can get pulls for this banner. Never pull here. I've cleared all the story. You don't need to pull here. You're fine. When you get free currency, use it. You get a different type of millage, and this is really important because this millage on top of my camera right there, right there, this one right here, is called LC, and this is similar to the certificates, but a lot better. So certificates, it's limited to 10 per month on the pilgrims. But when it comes to LCs, you can buy for 20 shards unlimited for any character, 20 for Eldains and normal characters 15. Meaning this is pretty good for whales and spenders who can keep pulling on the card banner to max out the characters that they want. Now, as a free-to-play, this LC currency, it's really scarce. Of course, you could, as a free-to-play, only pull on the weapon banner, which would be kind of a waste, but up to you. I'm not here to judge. You need a lot of these shards long term, so I will save this LC for the characters you truly love. Only for those. Like, if the certificates are already only for characters you like and meta, one of the two, right? The LCs are even more precious, so I will not just waste them on any character. Only those who are either truly meta, if you care about meta, or those who are your favorite waifus and you want to get to 5 stars because you really like their design or whatever it is, right? So that is the currency you are getting, or the PT you are getting for pulling on the card banner. The Korean version also has a free shop for cards every day. That is random. Well, what you can get, you can even get purple cards in here. It's of course a low chance, but you can buy with gold or you can buy with gems. If the global version has this, always make sure to check it and always be buying the card with gold. The ones with gems, I wouldn't recommend it. Save your gems for something else, obviously. But that is basically the TLDR for the weapon banner. There's always going to be a rate up card in there and a few extra ones you can get with lower rarity, but as long as you are buying the currency on the shops and everything else, you should be able to get most of them long term. So no rush on that. And then lastly, there is one more banner we need to talk about, and that is going to be the standard banner. The standard banner does not give hearts. It gives directly LC. So anytime you are pulling here, instead of getting the hearts to ticket the characters, you're gonna be getting LCs, which is more valuable, but still this banner is only for spenders. I wouldn't pull just because you're getting LC, because the LC doesn't really guarantee a character later if you like them. Because you can spend your LC and then have nothing, but you can always save your hearts and exchange for any character you like. For 200, I can just come here and exchange for this character. So I think the hearts have a higher priority for low spenders and free-to-plays. Because this is just like in Nike, the gold Miliax tickets, you can save them for anything you want, they don't expire, so you're good. So in my opinion, the card banner and the standard banner are mostly for big whales or if you are a min-maxer and you're looking to get extra LCs, but again, I don't think it's worth it. But those are all the banner types in the game right now. Also important to mention, but the hearts are shared across all banners, obviously. If I pull on one banner, I can use the hearts on the other. I can do 200 pulls on this girl trying to get her, and then I can switch here and exchange for Tig instead. So the system overall is pretty friendly. I like it a lot. I know for some people, not having a pity or not having a guarantee for the character is a deal breaker, and having a weapon banner too, but you all know I don't play games with weapon banners if they are not generous. For some reference, this is my collection of cards and artifacts. If I scroll down so you can see how many I am missing. Again, as a free-to-play, I'm missing only purple cards right here. Obviously, I don't pull for them, so I don't care. And if I go down here for the artifacts, I'm missing only one purple. I've been playing for more than a year, obviously. It's also important to mention since it's going to be different depending how many we have at release in Korea. You might be able, in global, sorry, you might be able to get all of them. But those are all of the systems for the gacha itself. I think I went through all of them and I explained all the PTs. Do let me know if I missed something or if you have any questions. Once again, you can use my website, waifus.com or private one to learn more about Trickcal Chibi Go. Finally! 2 days to go and we can finally play. That's it, enough ranting, enough japping. That's it for this video, bossos. We live every day, links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool dinner rates. I'll see you in the next one.